After hours line. Anytime you just want to leave a quick message, you can. It's 216-986-8903. Next week on the show, I will have more tickets for you if you want to get to that Volbeat and Ghost show in Columbus. Fans of those bands have no problem hitting the road for a show. So they're going to play the Nationwide Arena February the 7th. Ghost and Volbeat. So tickets for you next week. Get you some more passes for Magic of Lights for people who want to get through the Cuyahoga County Fairgrounds there for the holiday. Nice old tradition some people have.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's nice, right?
Especially if you got kids.
Yeah. MagicalLights.com if you want to just go and buy tickets. And then $50 to Legacy Village next week to get your shop on over there. So that'll all be next week. We only have a handful of live shows remaining. Our last live show is going to be 2 weeks from today. Be December 16th. Traditionally, I make the last live show my anniversary here at WMMS. It'll be my 12th anniversary here at the Buzzard on December the 16th. And then we'll be gone until January the 3rd. And who knows? Who knows what fun and frivolity will take place over the break? Who knows where we'll go or what we'll see?
I'm going to Columbus.
Hey! What's in Columbus?
I'm doing a show down there. The Rambling House, December 21st.
The Rambling House?
Yeah.
All right.
It's gonna be fun.
Is it a bar/restaurant? Is it a...
It's a brewery.
A brewery.
Little brewery. Mm-hmm. I've done a show down there. I was there back in September. It was a great show. And I hit up my buddy. I'm like, hey, if you guys got an opening, I'd love to come back and do it again. He's like, let's do it.
Sure, yeah.
So I got a little Airbnb right like 3 blocks away. So it's going to be a little... vacation.
So you go down.
Working vacation.
Yeah, I understand. So you go down, you do the show. Mm-hmm. Is it like in a cool...
in a little hipstery neighborhood.
Hey, there you go. Short North, Poundcake? Is that the gay neighborhood? Is that what you call it?
It's not Short North. It's more...
That's what it's called, Short North.
Yeah, it's more the, like, I think this is...
Long North?
University Heights or something. I don't know what it's called.
Oh.
I don't know what the name of the neighborhood is, but it's definitely, like, it's not... a lot of stores. It's a lot more residential.
Okay.
But it's pretty cool over there.
I don't know.
Got a pretty sweet deal on an Airbnb.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't really know my way around Columbus. I've been there for Rock on the Range.
Did I ever...
Over the years, I've been there when we had that thing at Cozy years ago. Is it Cosi?
Cosi, yeah.
I don't know.
Like
I don't,
pesos and pesos.
I don't know.
It's Cosi.
Cosi.
Cozy. Did I ever tell you about the time when I stayed there for Pride and we were in a really rough part of Columbus? Like, I went with Fancy, of all people. And Fancy does not like to splurge. He was like, it's Pride. All we need a place is to lay our head. And I'm like, okay, sure. So
he's a frugal gay.
He spent like, I swear, this hotel room had to be like $58. I'm not joking. It was like the cheapest hotel room ever. And we get there, like there's someone screaming outside of a Wendy's, not in the Wendy's, not like just laying in the grass, screaming to themselves in the Wendy's. People are like laying out and have towels like they're tanning in front of this Wendy's. And then we drive behind this damn Wendy's and there is like the hotel behind like two other
Can I just say
hotels.
right now that I don't appreciate you associating Wendy's with these people that have nothing to do with that fine brand?
Did any of the people that were out there tanning, were they able to get themselves a breakfast sandwich?
This was in the evening. So
That's not breakfast hours! Breakfast hours only!
So then no is the answer.
No.
All right.
And then so we heard a lot of commotion outside the whole
Maybe they were
night.
out there camping out for the next morning's breakfast sandwiches.
I mean, they are that good.
But we were in like West Columbus, just west of downtown, and which I hear is the hood. Like that's their East Cleveland, apparently. And we were none the wiser, so next time I'm like, listen, I'll pay for the hotel. You just drive, because I don't like driving.
So West Columbus
Yeah,
is their East Cleveland, is what you're saying.
Our Uber driver picked us up after my first Uber driver that I ordered cussed us out. Like, he was like, I'm not going out there. I'm like, he thought it was like a trap or something. So then the next...
Maybe it was just too far away.
It wasn't.
Oh.
It was literally right off downtown. That specific part of Columbus is known as like a really bad area, and we didn't know. That's why the hotel was like $58. And when our Uber driver finally got there after I ordered the second one, she's like, hurry up and get in the car. Like, she like rushed us, and she's just like, I would not walk my dog in this neighborhood. She's like, y'all ain't from around here, are you? We're like, no. She's like, you see that woman screaming outside of that Wendy's? I'm like, yeah. They're like, yeah, she's talking to herself. She's talking to no one. I'm like, oh, okay.
That can happen in any neighborhood.
This particular neighborhood was not good. But yeah, West Columbus apparently is the trap. But nothing happened.
FX did a show called 30 Days on the west side of Cleveland. Or, I'm sorry, on West Columbus.
Really?
Yes. West Columbus is a long-suffering area, is what it says, politically and economically.
Wow.
See,
I've never heard of it before.
what I was going to say is they need a cool name, because sometimes just the rebranding can do wonders for you, right? If you have people who really aren't that interested in fixing the actual problems, but everybody loves a quick, easy fix, you go, oh, let's rebrand it something. Like Short North. Who the hell knows what that means?
Tremont, Ohio City.
There you go.
Tremont tonight, high and dry. 8 p.m., free show.
Not that I'm complaining.
The neighborhoods in West Columbus are the Bottoms.
Okay.
At least when Poundcake and his friends were there was. Briggsdale. Okay. Cherry Creek. Sounds nice. These all sound nice. Mm-hmm. And that's what lulls people into a false sense of security. They go, oh, we're just going over there to Lincoln Village. Now, one of the neighborhoods is called Moneyback. I don't know anything about that. As in, give me my money back and let me get on with my day. The crime rate in West Columbus is pretty high, this says.
Yeah.
West Columbus generally ranks in the top 3 in all crime categories as far as Columbus neighborhoods go.
Okay.
West has the highest crime rate in the city of Columbus.
I'm glad we got out okay. Because
you guys are walking on the sidewalk screaming and yelling.
We were like literally just oblivious. Fancy has on these like spandex that has like.
But you didn't do any recon on where you were going to be staying?
It was Fancy's. My job was to pay for the Ubers when we got there. Everyone had their job. I understood my assignment. I paid for Ubers there. I paid for a couple drinks, and I paid for Ubers back. That was my job.
But nope. What I'm saying is, no one else in the group.
It was just me and Fancy.
Oh, just two of you.
Just the two of them, and Fancy.
He was going to go for cheap.
He's going for cheap because they're out partying.
Yeah.
They're not going to be there. They just need a place to lay down.
He thought he was going to cheat the system.
Yeah.
He thought he was going to cheat the system.
And also, it probably, with Pride, it was probably booked up too, so there probably weren't a ton of options either.
I'm sure that was a factor of it, but when you see something for $58, and he's like, oh my gosh, it's only like 5 minutes off of downtown. This is great. You guys crack on me for being paranoid, but this screams all of the red flags. And he was like,
well, yeah, I mean, this is
under $100, and it's Pride, and it's 5 minutes from downtown.
I need a place to lay my head. If I'm laying my head down, and especially, like, he's not broke. He's got money. Why would he want such a crappy hotel?
Because he didn't care.
That's how he keeps his money.
Ugh.
And I'm like, you want to park your car here? I'm like, I don't want to leave. Good thing I didn't really bring a lot of stuff. But he was like, you could just leave everything in the trunk. I'm like, I'm not leaving this in this car. No. He's like, you're just not going to be happy with anything, are you? I'm like, just get me down.
But there's also, but you don't have to splurge. There's a difference between splurging. You also don't have to lie on a cinder block floor.
Tell him that. No! This was not my job. I can't, like, I had never in my life.
You should switch jobs with him.
No! Well, next time I will. After that incident, and he's like, it was
I meant this job.
Oh. Well, I'm sure he would probably like that too.
Fancy's telling me that what you're leaving out is that he was heavily strapped.
Okay, so?
It's not going to do you any good, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he was heavily strapped, but what that got to do with me?
Right.
I mean, I was like, you want me to sleep in the... Ow! Want me to sleep in the bathtub? We shared a bed.
Sleep in the bathtub.
Yeah, no.
There's nothing wrong with dropping a couple of ducats on a nice place to stay overnight.
But I'm sure it was booked up. It was Columbus Pride, and that's the biggest Pride in Ohio. So,
right, but if you're going for an Airbnb, that's going to be the case. But get a hotel room. You're there one night, right? Or was it the weekend?
I don't remember.
Yeah. Get a hotel room.
But I got heavily intoxicated.
Yeah.
Really drunk. And now that I think about it, it was the three of us. It was him, his husband, and we all shared a bed. So he really was trying to like cut costs.
Because that's where I will. Obviously, priorities are different. If you and one of your boys are going, you're going to like drink and whatever. You just need a place to pass out. Mm-hmm. But for me, when Gwen and I used to travel all the time, we kind of didn't care where we stayed, but we still weren't going to stay in some flop house. You
want like a decent bed.
We didn't need something fancy, but now like we're taking our daughter with us. I will drop coin on hotels now because there's nothing wrong with that. I want a place that's got. If I call somebody, they're bringing something to me, and they're
Yeah, I didn't understand.
I'm more than happy to spend money on accommodations now.
I had never been cussed out by an Uber driver before, just by ordering it. They're like, "You expect me to come here? Oh, absolutely not. Who the F do you think you are, buddy?" I'm like, "No! What is going on? I just want to go downtown, homophobe." Hung up the phone. I'm like, "I'm going to order another Uber."
Well, but he gave you no indication that it was because you were gay. How did he know you were gay?
I don't know what he was flipping out about.
But you said homophobe.
You said he was flipping out because it's a crappy neighborhood.
But he didn't specifically say it was a crappy neighborhood. He's like, if you think I'm going there, you're. I thought he was talking about like where I said to go, like pick me up and then take us to this location. He didn't say that it was West Columbus. That's the reason why he didn't come. He just started cussing me out for no reason because he couldn't find us. And then I'm like, "We're at the hotel here." He's like, "I'm not going over there. Who do you think you are? I'm not pulling up there." I'm like, "Why?"
Sounds like he had his own thing going on.
Yeah, there was some other things.
He was just upset.
He thought we were trying to lure him somewhere and then like get him, roughed up. But I didn't know that we were in a rough area, so I'm thinking he doesn't want to go downtown with the parade because he was a homophobe. So I'm like, wow, that Uber driver was a dick. So I ordered another one, and this chick is like summoning us. She's like, "Hurry up, come on." She didn't even want to stop the car fully. We had to jump in.
The rolling stop.
She opened the door. She's like, "Come on, hurry up." She's like, "You got." And first thing she says, she turns around and she's like, "You kids aren't from around here, are you?" We're like, "No, we're from Cleveland." And she's like, "That makes sense." And she just looks for it. She's like, "Just between you and me, not trying to scare you." She's like, "But I wouldn't walk my dog in this neighborhood." And I was like, okay.
You're in luck, ma'am. I don't have a dog. Joke's on you.
I was terrified. And Fancy was like, "It happens. It was like $50. I'm like, he's like, "Let's just enjoy Pride." He's like, "You need to stop being so paranoid."
Yeah, you were the one that was throwing hands on Prospect Avenue. What are you worried about?
That's Cleveland hood, not Columbus hood. I'm ill-equipped.
The hoods are the hoods.
Nah.
There's no big differences. Sooner or later, they're going to get gentrified. But before that, the hood is the hood. An impoverished neighborhood is an impoverished neighborhood. There's no big surprises.
That was none the
There's no
wiser.
like, "Oh my God, this one was wild. They had a T-Rex in their living room." There's no big surprises. You're surrounded by desperate people. You just keep your head on a swivel.
Oh, yeah.
Or don't stay there next time.
Well, we won't. Fancy ask every year. "You want to go?" "Nope." Where are we staying? The Marriott? The Hilton? Well, there's a Lux Inn. Not staying there.
An XL Inn.
The West Columbus Inn.
What is a Super 4?
The
I've never even
Pavement
heard
Palace.
of that before.
Have you heard of it?
The Blue Roof Inn.
The Stay Right. You don't want to stay there?
RITE. You don't want to stop at the Star Right?
The Pillow Express.
I like how you thought the guy was a homophobe when
He didn't specify. He just
no.
called
But
me
what
up
I'm
and cussed
saying,
me out.
what I'm saying for Pride Weekend, where these guys are making tons of money, carting gay dudes around.
That's why I didn't
are
understand
they
the
gonna?
problem.
Huh?
That's why I didn't understand the problem. He didn't specify.
No, but you assumed that's what it was, and not bad neighborhood.
No. When you just get caught up and cussed out.
But when you're in a neighborhood like that, you can tell by context clues
Yes.
that you're in a bad neighborhood.
Yeah, but
Fewer of these apartments have full windows in them. This place, like one of the neighborhoods I used to live in, the apartment building across the street from mine, had no front door. Just didn't have a front door.
Just walk in.
They just took it off. Windows didn't have glass in them. Summertime, they didn't care.
This little motel was so bad that it looked like the owner used it as like the parking lot is like storage for his own vehicles. Like vehicles were like flat, it had flat tires, cars were like propped up, and then
They've been sitting there a long time.
They've been sitting there, weeds growing around them. I'm like, how long have these cars been here?
Still sounds like he overpaid.
Ugh. Like $50 for 3. He's like, "You get one." He's like, Fancy walked in. He's like, "1 king size bed, TV." He's like, "Ooh, nice shower. There's no roaches. I'm like, and he's like, you want to do a shot? I'm like, no, I don't want to do a shot.
One of those old Roadhouse motels where the sign still says, "We have cable TV."
Yeah. Color TV.
Color TV. It's one of their amenities.
I don't want to get shot. I don't want to do a shot. No shots will be near this hotel room.
It is amazing how many roadside motels look like they're long closed, but there's cars in the parking lot. There's people staying in those rooms.
They're decoys.
Decoys.
We walked out, and I'm like, there's people totally here, like, cheating on their wives with, like, some road beef. Lot lizards.
By the way, congratulations to Cleveland. Cleveland made the top 20 cities for infidelity.
Hey.
I don't know what you cats are doing out there, but boy, well done. They ranked from Ashley Madison, which, remember years ago, Ashley Madison
That's
was
still a
getting
thing?
I didn't realize it was. But Ashley Madison, which is that website for people who were married people looking to hook up with somebody else. What was the big controversy around that? Like
They got hacked.
Is that what it was?
Yeah,
It
got hacked and leaked
but-
a bunch of people that were on there.
Okay, there you go. I was thinking it was some scandal with the CEO, but you're right, they got hacked. Well, anyway, Ashley Madison is still around, and they just compiled the data of the top 20 cities where people are doing stuff on their website. And Cleveland's number 15, just under the wire. The top 20 cities for infidelity. So if you're on Ashley Madison in the greater Cleveland metropolitan area, somebody's paying attention. We're nestled right between Denver and Anchorage, Alaska.
Poundcake and I could have told you that just based on our DMs.
Yeah, Poundcake's getting hit up by all kinds of married dudes.
They love me.
Except that's a double level, because that's a guy who's on the low. If you have a married woman hitting you up, she's just a married chick.
Not always.
Well, I'm talking to Bill. I mean, if...
But I've had couples hit me up. They're like, we think you are so
But
adorable.
we're not
That's
talking
different, though.
That's not infidelity.
Okay.
We're
Right.
talking about cheating.
They are on, If you have a couple hit you up, they're looking to play. Orlando, Florida was number one on the Ashley Madison list of the top 20 cities full of most infidels, I guess.
I can believe that. It's beautiful people, beautiful weather.
But you're landlocked.
Family's on vacation.
Yeah.
And the dad's like, I got to get out of here.
Yeah, I believe that.
I got to get on Ashley Madison, see what I can do.
I have had all of the Harry Potter amusement park I can handle for one day. Miami, Atlanta, Vegas. Cincinnati is number 5.
Damn, that's way up
We
there.
were bested by the Nasty Natty. That's why they call it that. Boise, Idaho, number 7. They're looking for what they can pick up in kicks there in Boise. But we made the list. Number 15. Congratulations. So next time one of you sus dudes is going to hit Poundcake up, just consider, give him the night off and get over there to Ashley Madison.
No.
I don't know if there's a... What do you mean, no? You don't want him in your DMs, do you?
I don't want pictures. I don't want to.
You want it. You want incriminating evidence, is what you're saying.
They can send me pictures. I never send them pictures.
No. But if you have one of their pictures and you know who they are, then you now have incriminating evidence,
Sure.
which is what you like.
Yeah, I need
You like to
receipts.
have stuff on people, is what you said.
I need receipts.
Receipts, right. You like to have those.
If a lady come at me like, you've been messing with my husband. Check with your man, check with your man, check with your man. I got pictures here.
Fancy says, ask Poundcake why he had no issue answering the door at 3 a.m. because he set up a D appointment if he was so worried.
I didn't have a D appointment at 3 a.m.
He said you did because you were drunk. If you were so worried, why'd you get a 3 a.m. booty call at the motel room door?
Honey, then I must have been blacked out because I don't remember this at all. I swear. I don't.
All right, well, there you go.
I remember people beating on the door. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, Fancy. He's like, I ain't got a strap. I'm like, I don't care. Like
Beating on the door. Hey, I'm your hookup.
Imagine someone beating on the door.
Hey, when is that Wendy's open? I get some breakfast. Some hot and crispy fries.
Oh, hey, skin on those kind? Yummy.
What kind of salt do they use?
Sea salt?
Oh, that's my favorite. That's the best kind. Get that pink Himalayan crap out of here. I want sea salt.
The key is to try and play it cool.
Yeah. Hey, who's in there? Some guy with a deep voice who called me.
Hey. Nah, man. I don't remember that. I was
It's
really
3 a.m. Hey, who's in there?
Ooh, it feels so good.
That's the bed bugs tickling you.
Yep. Well, I'm just going by what Fancy is relaying to me.
Well, then, yeah, I was blacked out. All the more reason because I was like, oh, get drunk. Take the edge off that you're living in the trap. Like, I don't remember that at all. I remember...
But all the more reason to just go to sleep. Blacked out and you got somebody coming over at 3 a.m. in the hood.
I don't
It's
remember
pride.
that.
It's- yeah.
I don't remember that at all.
But you would have had to have set it up.
I don't remember the setup. I don't remember.
Oh, you remember any of it?
I don't remember any of this. I remember waking up and hearing someone beating on the door, and I was nudging Fancy. I'm like, go check it out, because I was like, I can't go. I thought there was like a fight or something, or someone was trying to break in. So if that was my grinder date that I somehow, some way set up, then all the more reason why we shouldn't stay in sketchy motels, because I don't know how he found it, and my Uber driver wouldn't even go back there.
Yeah, that's how serious they were about getting some ass. It's coming all the way over there at 3 a.m. And then they're mad because you don't answer the door.
I think Fancy's telling lies, because I can barely...
You could be. I don't know. You were there. I wasn't there.
He was there too, so.
I can barely set up a D appointment when I'm sober. You mean to tell me I was blacked out, drunk, and I gave the coordinates of where I was? The exact room?
But on Grindr, you don't need the court. Yeah, again, if you were blackout, you could have given them all kinds of information.
That's what I'm
Maybe
saying.
that's when you're
I can
a
see you guys.
savant.
Yeah, see you guys walking out the next morning, and this person's just sitting there in the car waiting.
I was going to say.
Hey, guess what? I was the guy who knocked on your door.
Because that's
Why are
just,
your tires flat? I've been waiting here a long time.
Yeah, that's just me. Like, if I were to show up to that hotel where we stayed for a D appointment, I'm like, I'm going to get...
Yeah, you just drive back up. Nope, not stopping.
I would like, I'm going to die. So,
Right.
I don't remember this. He could be right.
Maybe it was housekeeping.
I had someone.
Housekeeping?
At 3 a.m.
I don't know.
while we're sleeping in there.
Yeah, why not?
We just want to make sure you're keeping
Anybody need towels? How's that color television working?
color television with the dial.
Yeah. Are you getting? Do you need a screwdriver to work the television?
I've had situations where it's like a girl invited me over, and when I got close to I'm like, this neighborhood, like nothing about this feels good, and so I just turn around and go home.
Really?
Like, yeah, it was.
But this is a person you just met.
No, this is a person that we had flirted, but it was late at night, and she's like, why don't you come over here? And I was like, all right. And so I'm heading over there, and I'm like, this is way further east than I thought it was going to be. And I get to the neighborhood, I'm like, this seems sketchy. I'm out of here.
This is not worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember doing that way back in the day and getting pulled over.
And they're like, what are you doing over here?
Yeah, what are you doing over here? Yeah.
And I was like,
I said, oh, I'm going to my girlfriend's house. Wasn't my girlfriend, but
yeah.
they're like, all right. They're looking. They're running the flashlight in my car. I'm like, guys, I'm standing here in a t-shirt and jeans. It's 1 a.m. I'm like, I'm just going to see somebody.
They're like,
All right.
"Are you sure? Yeah."
I got a break. Comedian Kellen Erskine